The wind whispered through the desolate schoolyard, carrying with it an eerie sense of solitude. The moon cast long shadows, stretching across the empty corridors of St. Agnes School. Eric, a timid high school student, found himself alone within the silent halls, the only living soul in a place that once buzzed with the energy of curious minds. It was the night before the big exams, and Eric had decided to stay late to study in the library. As the clock ticked away, the school emptied, leaving him isolated amidst the dim glow of flickering fluorescent lights. The silence was suffocating, broken only by the occasional creaks of the old building settling into the night. Determined to conquer the looming exams, Eric buried himself in his books. The hours passed like minutes, and before he knew it, the clock struck midnight. The library, usually a haven of knowledge, now seemed to harbor something more sinister. The books on the shelves seemed to whisper ancient secrets, and the shadows danced menacingly on the walls. As Eric gathered his belongings to leave, he noticed an ominous chill in the air. The temperature seemed to drop rapidly, causing his breath to materialize in frosty puffs. He glanced nervously around, his footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. The oppressive silence began to play tricks on his mind, and every creak and groan of the building seemed to be a subtle reminder that he was not truly alone. Descending the staircase, Eric felt a sudden draft. The cold air seemed to wrap around him like icy fingers, sending shivers down his spine. He quickened his pace, eager to escape the eerie atmosphere that had settled over the school. Yet, with every step, the oppressive stillness grew more pronounced. Reaching the ground floor, Eric's heart raced as he caught a glimpse of a shadowy figure out of the corner of his eye. He turned abruptly, but there was nothing there. The hallway remained empty, except for the faint echo of his own footsteps. Unease gnawed at him, and he convinced himself it was just exhaustion playing tricks on his mind. As he approached the main entrance, a sudden gust of wind extinguished the dim lights, plunging the school into complete darkness. Panic set in as Eric fumbled for his phone, using its feeble glow to navigate his way out. The once familiar corridors now seemed like a labyrinth, and the silence had evolved into an oppressive symphony of whispers that seemed to mock him. Suddenly, a distant sound echoed through the darkness, a haunting melody that sent shivers down Eric's spine. He recognized the tune as a nursery rhyme, but its slow and distorted rendition chilled him to the core. The unseen presence seemed to close in, as if the very walls of the school were alive with malevolence. Summoning every ounce of courage, Eric stumbled towards the exit. The cold wind howled as he burst through the doors, leaving the haunted school behind. Gasping for breath in the cool night air, he glanced back at the darkened building, half expecting to see shadows lurking in the windows. That night, as Eric made his way home, the echo of the eerie nursery rhyme lingered in his mind. He couldn't shake the feeling that something malevolent had watched him from the shadows, and the isolated halls of St. Agnes School held secrets that went far beyond textbooks and exams.